Hey, small business owner. Yes, you are a small business, but guess what? The federal market is not waiting on you. They are continuing to buy things, buy products, buy services, and they are positioned to work with companies who are ready, federal ready. Okay. So remember, just because you're a small business does not mean that you have to play small. It's time to play out loud and be bold in the things that you desire for your company. Welcome to the Executive Innovation Show. I'm your host, your business development and SBIR consultant, along with facilitator and soon to be author. Okay, so my book will be ready for pre-launch September 27th. So definitely I have a goal to sell a certain number of books. So definitely stay tuned to learn more about that. But welcome to the Executive Innovation Show, where we are focused on helping tech founders like yourself to who doesn't have the time, the team tolerance to break in and scale into federal. Do that doing simple things but effective. We help them with strategic partnership. Also, when it comes to aligned outreach and ready strategic positioning, I might say, and also aligned outreach and strategic ready partnership. It's really focused on helping you to not waste time, but making sure that you as a tech founder is positioned to be seen and get funded. Okay. So like I love to say, is like you build it and my company help you create the path to get it positioned, seen, and funded. So welcome to the Executive Innovation Show. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is your first time, please drop a 1 in the chat and let me know where you're joining from and also what you do as well. So come on in. And I'm also streaming on YouTube, my YouTube channel, The Executive Innovation Show, and along on Facebook. So if you are on Facebook, come on in, say hello. Let me know how you are doing. And today we're talking about 3 bold actions that you can implement to grow in the federal space. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing about that. And as you are coming in, tag a friend, let them know you're here. And if you're watching this later on, #replay. But as you are listening to me, I want you to think of the things that are stopping you from being federal ready so that you can tap into this market space and get a piece of the trillions of dollars that are out there and available that big companies are stepping into. Because today is about taking bold action so that you can grow your business in a federal market space. Okay, so as I mentioned, when it comes to the federal market, it's about being bold, not being afraid, not just being in the lab, but really being intentional with your time, your connections, and your opportunities. So I'm going to share 3 things. And if there are any questions as you're listening, if you're watching us later on, please drop them in the chat. Okay. And so yes, let's talk about it. The 3 bold actions. So the first thing that I want you to really optimize is what I'm doing right now, which is using my voice to share how I can support tech founders like yourself. So you have a company, you have a tech company that has a solution that has has a solution for a specific agency. So when I say use your voice, I really mean use your voice. Get out of the lab, okay? Get out of the build, and I need you to use your voice as much as possible, because you want to make sure that you tell individuals, companies, groups of people, here's what my company does. Here are the solutions that we provide to your company. Here's the value that we bring to your company. Because you have to position your company for opportunity, and you do that utilizing your voice. And you may be like, Shevvy, I know I need to, but I don't have the time. And I get it. I do understand, and I do get it that a lot of tech founders like yourself, you all are busy. Okay. But you don't have to be so busy that you cannot optimize your voice to create opportunities for your business. And if you don't have the time, guess what? You can bring someone like me into your business to help you make those connections and get your voice out when it comes to your business, because I've done that for past clients. So we don't want you to be quiet, okay? Especially in this big space of opportunities. So you have to start looking, how can I utilize my voice to make my company that visibility, that awareness to the key organizations that you know you have a solution for. So the first thing is, it's about being bold and utilizing your voice, or bringing someone into your business to help you elevate your company's voice. So the second thing that you want to do when it comes to the bold actions that you want to take, and you might be thinking, well, this is, simple things, but so many business owners are not doing these simple things. When you do these simple things, you are able to create bigger impact for your company, for yourself, for your family, and your team. Okay. So the second thing that you want to do when it comes to the bold action is you want to connect beyond your comfort zone. Okay. You want to connect beyond your comfort zone. And I say that because you may go to an event and you're going to connect to the same people that you see at the event. We're all guilty of that. But one thing that I do, and I know other business owners do as well, is that we go to intentional events that are in alignment with what we are looking to support in a sense of services with our businesses, but we are getting uncomfortable. Hey, Queen, thank you for joining. She is on Facebook. The Slay Queen is joining me on Facebook. Thank you for joining. And we want to go beyond our comfort zone. It's about being bold. And that means outreach, and not just reaching out to the same people that you know. Like, you have to create new relationships. You have to get uncomfortable to pick up the phone call, send an email, or send a private message to someone and introduce yourself and your company. Find someone on LinkedIn. I challenge you to find someone on whatever platform you utilize and reach out to that person. But before you just reach out, do some research on that person to build connection. And you're not selling, you're getting to know them. Okay. So don't just go to the same people that you talk to every single day. Yes, you want to continue those relationships, but you want to find new connections. And that could be online, that could be in person, that could be in your community, that could be through your network, by asking a friend, hey, I am looking for this type of opportunity. Do you know anyone that you can connect me to do an introduction? Don't be afraid to ask for what you desire to grow your company, to build your company, to make money, to get contract opportunities. It's time to be bold. We are coming up at the end of August. That means it's 1 month left before we get into the fiscal year, which is October 1st. Okay. And September is an amazing month because it is my birthday month as well. Okay. So a lot of great things happen in September, and the government is still spending. There's still fallout money. So guess what? Excuse me. Be bold in the things that you want. This is not the time to play small. Yes, you are a small business, but I need you to take bold action. So guess what? Go beyond your comfort zone. Okay. So if you're like, Shevvy, I am at capacity, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, but I know I need to, then guess what? Again, you can hire a strategic partner like myself, but not just any strategic partner who's just planning. Okay. You want a strategic partner like me who plans but execute. We execute over here, because when it comes to the federal readiness and positioning your company for opportunities, federal opportunities to win those contracts, you need to be federal ready. And with my background, thank you, Queen, she said happy early birthday. Thank you. But with my background of 22 years plus in the military, over 2 decades of working in multiple units as the readiness operations manager, that means making sure that our unit as a whole is ready to execute the mission. If we had an inspection coming in, Inspector General coming into our organization, making sure, hey, do we have the things, making sure that my commander or commanders at the time, guess what? Our readiness is squared away. I've had airmen that got coined because of our capabilities, our ability to execute, win packages. So when it comes to the readiness and having a strategic partner, it's not about just bringing in anyone to say, hey, build me this plan. You need someone who's going to help you build the plan, strategize, but also execute, my friend. We have to execute, because what I'm seeing is people are planning, business owners are planning, they're having conversations, because I'm having conversations with a few, and then it's like no action. I am that person. I work with tech founders who are ready for actions, who are ready for momentum, who's ready to see things move along the path. We're not just in the lab planning. We are making things happen. And that's what I do. That's what I've done for past clients. They didn't have the time, so they invested in my time and my resources and my skill set to help them identify, research, write, and submit their first phase 1 SBIR submission, which is something they've never done. And they even share that they have looked and hired other individuals to do exactly what I was able to do. So not everyone that you bring into your system, your ecosystem, is going to be that person. Yes, they may be the strategic person, but sometimes people just like to plan. I'm that person. We plan, but we execute. Because I will tell you in a heartbeat, okay, planning is great, but when are we taking action, friend? When are we taking action? So definitely we have to look at, if you are not able to connect, who can you bring in? And it doesn't have to be me, okay? But you need to bring in someone who is not only speaking, but who is able to execute on your behalf, because I'm representing your company. So let me know if there are any questions that you have. I want to welcome Shanella in the house, joining from New Jersey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please tag a friend or two about this live. And again, we're taking bold actions. And I'm just giving you 3 simple but effective steps that you can take now. Okay? Even with limited time, reach out to one person today. One connection that is in alignment, that you can start building that relationship. Okay? And the third thing that you want to do, because we talked about 1, using your voice. And I want to kind of go back very quickly to using your voice. Using your voice is also being visible. That means getting on other people's platform, sharing about your wins when it comes to your company's wins, like really getting on live if you're comfortable. And yes, you may not have the time, but it could be a monthly thing. It could be a newsletter. It could be coming on my show to share, what you do and the impact that you are making, so that, guess what, you are creating visibility not only for you, but for your company as a whole. So using your voice can be done in so many different ways. Okay. And then we talked about connecting beyond your comfort zone. And the last thing that I want to share is, when it comes to taking bold action to grow in the federal space. And yes, it takes time to win a government contract. But some people, they get it like that. Some people, it takes longer, and that's okay. But the biggest thing that you want to remember, your readiness, your federal readiness, it's going to be key. And that is what I help you with, which is a foundation. And then we move on to the business development. Then we move on to the management after you win the contract. So the third thing that you want to make sure that you're taking bold action on to grow in the federal space is build strategic partnerships. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of people who are in the space of gov space, and they've been in the gov space for, 20 years, 15 years. And what I'm seeing on the content that they are sharing on LinkedIn here align with what I'm saying and what I do, which is compliance, readiness. And I will share a quick story. So clients I've served in the past, what I do is not just helping you to be federal ready. It's also bringing in those strategic ready partnership. Keyword, ready partnership. So that means it cuts down your time and it allows you to be federal ready at a faster pace. And what I mean by that is, I was able to help a client to identify key partnership And I'm not saying every partnership is going to work out, but this potential partnership we had multiple conversations and there's alignment. And one thing that the prime partnership is like letting that my client know federal readiness is going to be essential for our partnership. Did you hear me? Federal readiness is going to be essential for us to continue our partnership collaboration. Because at the end of the day, you are looking to partner with prime contractors who are already in the government space, who has been in there for decades. So you are cutting your time significantly. And that is what I help you with. And because of my ability to research, identify, and connect my client along with the key ready partnership opportunities, guess what? Now they are having strategic conversations and planning. They can see how they can bridge the gap to bring the solution to the federal space. So it's not about just going out and tagging anybody. It's being intentional and bringing someone in like me, or maybe you have someone on your team who can do this side of the work for you so that you can really get your time back and focus on the things that you love to do. Okay. So what you're looking for is not just anyone to come in and help, because you have big visions. Like the people that I work with, these are visionaries. They have big visions just like I do. Okay. And honestly, I know you are looking for bigger opportunities. Just you're in a commercial space, you are doing well in that space, but you are ready to come into this federal space. But you want to make sure it doesn't take up a lot of your time. And that's where I'm able to help you. Also, you want to leverage your time to focus on your zone and operate in your zone of genius. Okay? Whether that's, building the thing, serving clients. You want to spend your time wisely. You want to make sure that you have that work, life alignment, because you don't want to hear your kids, Dad, Mom, you're gone all the time. You want to make sure that you're able to leverage not only your time for your business, but for your personal life as well too. And by bringing me in to help you as your strategic, but also execution partner, you are able to do that, my friend. Okay. So when it comes to bold action, we're not playing small. We're about to enter quarter 4 for 2025. Time is moving crazy fast. Okay. So I'm going to ask you, if you're looking for bigger opportunities, because you have a big vision and you're looking to optimize your time so that you can leverage in the areas that you need to and have someone else that you can bring in, not only a strategic partner, but someone who knows how to execute, who understands the federal landscape, who has spent decades in the military, who has worked in readiness and understand the importance of compliance so that you can get to the opportunities, you can position your business to be seen and get funded, then I want you to send me a message with the word ready. That means you are ready to learn more and take the next step. You're not planning. You're not still in the planning mode. You are ready for momentum. You are ready to start scaling at a bigger level, and you want to start seeing traction. Those are the people that I'm calling in. And if you are that person, reach out to me with the word ready to learn more. And also, I'm here to help you get into the federal space and not waste your time. Okay. So again, 3 bold actions to grow in the federal space. Utilize your voice. And make sure you're utilizing your voice in the right way, but also in the right community, because all of that is visibility. Connect beyond your comfort zone. Get uncomfortable. Be bold with your acts. Be bold, like reach out, connect to aligned partnerships. And this is all that I do and help my clients to achieve. So again, if you're a tech founder and you don't have the time, you don't have the team and the tolerance to break into the federal market or so that you can scale, and you're looking for strategic positioning for your company, you're looking for aligned outreach to the right agencies, and you're looking for a ready partnership, then I'm your person. I can help you. And I am not about fluff. I am about being strategic, intentional, but execution focused and result focused. So if that is you, reach out to me. All right, y'all. Well, thank you again for joining me on another episode of the Executive Innovation Show. And like I said, I'm your host. I am your business development and SBIR consultant, along with your facilitator and soon to be speaker and soon to be author. So I want to share very quickly. So I'm going to be launching my book, the pre-order of my book at September 27th. And I do have a goal to sell 300 books along with 300 workbooks. And this book is really for the woman who is dealing with the chaos of life, career, and business. And she is ready to thrive, lead and thrive in every season of all of that without losing who she is, so that she can continue to build no matter what is going on. And this is what this book is really for. So if you're like, hey, I want to learn more about this, as I'm going to be sharing more about the book and behind the scene, because the book is written. I'm just in the process of structuring and making sure everything is, good to go, because I don't want to just throw anything out there. I want to make sure it is of quality. Okay. So whether you're going through life, divorce, parenting, building a business, and, your career as a leader, and there's a lot on you, then definitely this book is for you, because it's going to really help you to lead no matter whatever season you're in without losing you. All right, y'all. So I want to just share that very quickly, but I want to say thank you all so much for joining Shanella and Rochelle, Shanella here on LinkedIn, but also Rochelle, the Slay Queen on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining. And if you're watching this later on, #replays, drop any questions that you may have in the comment or in the chat, and just let me know. We'll come back and share this with a tech founder who you believe like, hey, you need to connect with Shevvy. Okay. This is part of partnership. This is part of positioning. This is part of, utilizing your voice. So as always, you build the solution, and we is going to create the path to get it positioned, seen, and funded. So thank you all so much for joining me on the Executive Innovation Show. And y'all have an amazing Wednesday as always. See y'all.